On July 24, a whale mother grieving the loss of her newborn carried the lifeless body of her newborn on her nose for more than 17 days. But what happened to her, and why did he do so? Let's explore this in the video. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am here with another mind-boggling story you may not have read or heard. The story depicts the true love of a mother for her kids, and that it's nearly impossible for a mother to get out of her kids' grief, no matter if she is a human or a whale. So what would be the level of affection of a mom who took her dead calf on her head and swam like this for almost a month? Why did she mourn that much? Let's get to know everything in the story. But before starting the story, I would like you to subscribe to the channel and like the video. Let's get straight into it. The southern resident killer whales are a tight-knit group of marine mammals found predominantly in the waters along the coasts of Oregon, Washington, and British Columbia. They are usually classified as orcas, the largest species of dolphins. There were 88 southern resident orcas in 2005 when they were first categorized as endangered. Today, that number has dropped to 72 due to losses in Chinook salmon and other human threats. So the story began with the happiness of a female whale, G35, who was happy on receiving the good news of her pregnancy with a little female whale. G35 was also known as Tahlequah and was a member of the endangered southern resident killer pods in the Salish Sea. Like every mother, the whale was thrilled to welcome her newborn. She was feeling and enjoying the cute movements inside her body and adored her soon-to-be baby every moment. But who knew the whale's happiness was just as short-lived as her newborn? On July 24, Tahlequah gave birth to her most awaited baby calf and was shocked to know that the newborn couldn't live for more than 30 minutes. What grief it was to lose somebody who you love the most in the world. It was unbelievable for Tahlequah, who was not ready to accept that her little daughter had said goodbye to this world just after her birth. The mourning mother decided to take the lifeless body with her rather than allow it to sink beneath the water's surface. She did this by balancing it on her forehead or guiding it along the water's surface with her nose. For the next few weeks, the researchers at the Whale Museum on San Juan Island in Washington, who had been present during the terrible incident, saw that other pod members frequently supported Tahlequah in her efforts to keep the infant floating in the water. Like Tahlequah, nobody was ready to separate the soulless body from her mother, who was seemingly dead, just like her kid. Tahlequah dragged her deceased calf for a total distance of 1,000 kilometers for 17 days. People worldwide felt the weight of her sorrow in their hearts. The founder of the Center for Whale Research, Ken Balcom, stated that it is likely that the calf will arrive on Friday and that it seems strong. Here we must acknowledge that this endangered community of killer whales is on the verge of decline because of some popular factors. These suffering orcas have been subjected to noise from boats, a shortage of food supply, the loss of habitat, and environmental toxins for quite a long time. It has been estimated that up to 70% of pregnancies carried to term by orcas end in a miscarriage or the death of the calf within the first few weeks of life. Researchers were concerned that Tahlequah might not be able to take her calf to birth due to the high proportion of pregnancies lost and the harsh environmental conditions. According to Peter Ross, an expert on killer whales and the vice chairman of research at the environmental organization Oceanwise, this is a rare behavior. This is absolutely not normal. We haven't seen it before. Who can speculate as to what it could mean? The senior director of zoological operations at the Georgia Aquarium, Dennis Kristen, agrees with Ross and adds that while this sort of mourning has been recorded in the past for shorter amounts of time, staying with a dead calf for 17 days is an unusually long period for it to be observed. The mother has been seen dragging the body and nudging it toward the surface of the Pacific Ocean, which is located off the coast of Canada and the northwestern United States. It is being done to prevent the body from sinking to the ocean floor. Michael Milstein, who works for the West Coast region of the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, described the situation as heartbreaking to see. A behavior like this is similar to a period of sorrow, which hasn't been observed in the past. The time, which is more than 17 days, makes this an exceptional occurrence. In addition, the researchers were worried about the mother's health status. They were concerned that she wasn't eating enough and was wearing herself out by diving to collect the body when she lost control of it in the turbulent waters. According to an interview with the Seattle Times conducted by Deborah Giles, a research scientist at the University of Washington Center for Conservation Biology and the research director for the NGO Wild Orca, "I am really worried for her well-being. We desperately need her because she is 20 years old and of breeding age." The Mourning Expedition, which lasted for 17 days, thrilled people worldwide and had medical professionals concerned about Tahlequah's health. The ordeal was over when the 20-year-old mammal was spotted hunting a school of salmon with her pod mates in the Haro Strait on August 13 without the lifeless child in hand. The Center for Whale Research stated that her tour of sadness was now over, and that the whale is exhibiting remarkably lively behavior. In addition, it stated that the body has undoubtedly gone to the bottom of this deep sea water of the Salish Sea between Canada and the US, and scientists may not get the chance to study it for necropsy. Meanwhile, another whale researcher was also keenly observing the whale throughout the incident and for all 17 days. The researcher was Jennifer Broadley, who loved to research aquatic animals, especially whales. This whole thing made her realize the importance of family, especially a mother who loves you unconditionally. She returned home and decided to spend quality time with her family and mom. After a few months after the whale incident, Jennifer sent the story to a media publication and decided to resume the research on Tahlequah. She sent drone cameras to see if the whale was still swimming in the ocean and was perfectly all right. But what she observed in the camera footage was really shocking to her. How could she forget Tahlequah's body and appearance, which she had researched for quite a long time? She noticed the poor whale was not feeling well and had black marks on her body that truly explained her illness. She went straight to the ocean in the swimsuit and dived deep into the ocean to check if the whale was all right or not. Jennifer was worried about Tahlequah as she had built a kind of connection with her since she lost her first child and began grieving on the loss. But when she swam near the pod of whales, what she saw filled her eyes with tears and her heart with deep emotions of joy and wonder. She saw that Tahlequah was giving birth to a new baby, and the whole pod of whales was assisting her in the process. She successfully gave birth to her newborn, who was a cute little but healthy calf this time. Tahlequah was happy, but not more than Jennifer, who was just amazed by God's wonder. She came out of the ocean and went onto her team's boat nearby. Jennifer told them what she just saw and experienced and said that it was the best thing he had watched throughout her life. A blush on the cheeks and a deep ocean of affection and love in the eyes of a mother whale. With this, we must wrap up the video. How did you like that true story of a whale mother who loved her newborn dead kid the most in the world? What lesson did you pick up from this story? Share your feedback in the comment section. And don't forget to smash that red subscribe button and hit the like button before leaving. See you in the next video. Goodbye.